Well, this is a fun one today, but before we can get into it, let me update you on what we missed last week. So, I couldn't be there for last week's game where we played the return leg against Charlemagne Star, and the lads managed to continue our good run of form and come away with a 3-1 win, moving us above them and into 4th in the league. Now, today's game sees us play 7th place Rail Riverside, a team that we are yet to play in the league. So we were supposed to play them away for the first game of the season, but as we turned up to the pitch, only one half of it had been cut, so the game is postponed. The lads have played these guys in the National Cup, however, where we were beaten 2-0 and denied an away day to Nottingham, so the lads were fired up and ready for this one. The conditions were actually quite nice for this game, with minimal wind, minimal rain, and no real harsh sun to get in the way like last game. And you'll also want to make sure you stick around until the end for this one, and that's all I'll say. With all of that out of the way, let's get the game started.
Straight in, lad, straight in. Come on then, lad, straight in. Have a good start. Good start, straight in, nice and solid. Stand. Well in. Nice, well done, boys.
In the first 5 minutes, both teams had a pretty balanced amount of possession and chances, with nothing too challenging for either the other keeper or myself to deal with. It was very back and forth, mainly being cut out by the defenders from both sides at each attacking opportunity, but eventually we found a way through and won this corner.
Have a winner then, lads. Hey Dixie, great knock!
Dixie takes a corner that couldn't have been placed any more perfectly for Geordie to run onto and head us into the lead. 1-0.
In there, yeah? Dixie, good ball. Big win! Yes. Well in, well in!
Riverside respond pretty quickly to going 1-0 down, working hard to win the ball back, playing nice passes and eventually drawing in the foul to give them this free kick.
It's alright. Well done.
The ball flies over the bar and it's time for my first goal kick of the game.
Look here.
Ash manages to get a shot away, but unfortunately it's off target this time. Moving on another 5 minutes, and I have to say that it was Riverside who are getting the better chances now. They just seem to really want it at this point, which is when they manage to win the ball off us and do this.
Come behind you. Get on, come on.
Get to the middle there.
Second! Keep us.
After a beautifully weighted through ball, their striker tries to fire it across goal, forced me to get down to my right and make the save, but I was lucky enough to have Tom following up, who knocked their striker off balance and came away with the ball.
Great save that.
We didn't have any time to rest though, as they kept piling the pressure on us, managing to get this chance.
Watch that man.
Hit the back midfield.
They placed a lovely weighted cross that I knew I wasn't going to be able to catch, but I had to do something to make sure they didn't win it. So I kind of just flapped at it, but you know, when you've got someone the size of me barreling towards you, you tend to get a bit put off, so I'm saying that I did enough. The lads were also claiming for a foul on me as I've gone over the player, but if I'm honest, there was nothing the poor lad could have done to prevent it, and I'd have been very surprised if we'd have gotten a free kick from it. I did land on my shoulder funny, but it was more just impact than anything else. You know what, let's count that as injury number 1 for this game.
Second! Head home, head home!
Go on, Fred, go!
Time for one of our counter-attacks. As Rick wins the ball back, we play it down the line to Ash, who goes and does this.
Well done, Ash! It's weird!
Our opposition believed that the ball had crossed the line for a throw-in, but the linesman said it was still in play. So with the ball at his feet, Ash drove into the box and placed one into the back of the net. 20 minutes gone, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, second! Stand. Stand up. Ready?
Keeper, keeper!
Away!
So this is injury number 2. As Rick plays the ball back to me, I decide to play it first time with my weak foot, but unfortunately I plant my standing foot wrong and end up putting a lot of pressure on my ankle. Now bear in mind, this is the ankle that's been causing me a lot of pain in the last couple of weeks, and is fully supported and taped up to the max, so when I feel the pain, I know it's not good. For the next few minutes I'm trying to physically and mentally fight through the pain, hoping it'll go away, and luckily for me it does.
You know that attack we had, that was from you going in there. Oh, my line then. Where off? Okay. Go outside, Mike. Don't concede from this. Deal with this. Follow it in. Nice. Hey, don't get wide. Get off set. Hey, come on. Go on, good. Get off set. Michael's out. Michael. Right, that's one more.
After winning the ball back in the middle of the park, Riverside managed to string some nice passes together, which ends up with them getting this chance.
Twist, come out!
Get out.
Yes, square!
Well done.
One of their players is brought down in the box, and they now have a chance to score and put themselves back in this game.
I reckon he could do top in. I'll do top in if I was in. Would you go top in? Mozza. Go on, Jizzy. Top in.
I had a feeling from the run-up that he was going to go down the middle, but if you don't dive and they end up putting it either side of you, then you're left looking like a bit of an idiot. Either way, it's a solid penalty from the lad. It's now 2-1 and Riverside are right back in this game. Here we see Mikey win the ball back and start the counter-attack down the wing, where we create this chance. Mikey's shot is saved by the keeper, winning us another corner. From the corner that Mikey won, we win another corner from that, which is where we managed to find the back of the net again, thanks to another great ball from Dixie. We've got that 2-goal cushion back, it's 3-1 and about a minute left to go in the half.
Dixie, well done again.
Hey lads, we've been awful though, yeah? Come on!
Come on! Keepers!
Easy, put on him.
And there we go. We're going into half-time 3-1 up, where we will be looking to carry the momentum into the second half. Now, we know Riverside will still be looking dangerous on their attacks, so we'll have to stay solid at the back if we want to keep the ball out of our net. Is that something we'll be able to do? Let's get the second half started and find out. Apologies for the net again in this half, it gets in the way quite a bit. Now, as we get set to defend this corner, Dixie takes a different approach to defending his area.
Hey, Dave, Chris, get us marked up, yeah? Oh, that's good. Mark up there.
Take it early! Go early out!
Who have we got on the edge?
Cheers for that one.
2 though, one behind you. One behind me! Kevin.
After a solid clearance and a not so solid in the back of Dixie's shorts, we get the ball away.
Trish, come back, please! Trish!
See what I mean about the net? At least it gives me a chance to practice my hiding skills.
Ricky, right shoulder.
Gotta pick up the thrower again. Every time.
Out! Giving it! Come on, Lionel, we can all see after me. Come on!
No chance. No chance. To the whistle, to the whistle. No chance. Front and back.
Lad, switch on, switch on.
After a deflection from one of our players, I ran out to slide onto the ball to stop it going out for a corner. But despite it still being about 2 yards in play, the linesman said it had gone out.
Who's got in?
Get up, boys! Let's get
Yeah,
up!
George, send me. Lads, we've all stopped, look.
As we win the ball in the middle of the park, it strikes the arm of the Riverside player, but the ref doesn't see it, so he can't give it. From here, they win the ball back and do this.
That's the whistle. For 4 seconds. There. Come on. Watching. 2.
Come on, come back!
Come on, come on. Up it now. Up it, up it.
Boys, come on, eh?
As they cut it back, I managed to pull off a save and keep it at 3-1. Unfortunately though, as Michael goes to block the shot, he gets his legs tangled with the striker and lands with a lot of pressure put on his ankle.
Martin, yeah? Back post. Who's on the back post? It's on, Mike. Yeah. Hey! Ask him some if you can. Yes, Luke. Yes, something else.
We clear the corner and push up the pitch, but Riverside win it back and put the pressure back on us straight away. Now we're still down a player at this point because the ref made Michael leave the field of play after receiving treatment, and before he was allowed back on, this happened.
Dave, left. Dave, come across.
Let's get up. Win.
Away.
Come on. Oh, yes!
Their striker hits a nice shot that goes off the inside of the post and in. It's a good finish, and now they're back in it at 3-2. We really need to start stepping it up again now.
They're in out, but we've brought that player back on, like. Right, heads up, come on! Pick each other up, lads.
Push up one, Andrew. Yeah, come on.
Straight from kick-off, I almost mess up and give them an opportunity to score. Luckily, the ball bounces in my favour, and I can get it away.
Lads, as soon as that up, put a name on it. Decide who's going to win. Good, better. A lot better, boys.
With around 10 minutes to go, Geordie wins the ball from their goal kick and it lands at our captain George's feet. He plays a nice 1-2 with Ash before placing it past their keeper, making it 4-2.
Go again, boys, come on. Hey, come on, nice and sharp, then back in. You keep going.
As we take a long throw in, we strike the ball and it hits their player's arm inside the box. But the ref doesn't give anything, they then get on the counter-attack and this happens.
Stand, don't dive in. No.
Come on!
No way. It's a difference.
They hit the ball and it hits Jake's arm, who was 100% definitely not in the box and stepped out before the ref could get there, and they get a free kick in a dangerous place.
Hey, George!
It ends up being a pretty straightforward catch.
Big win. Nice.
Do it, no pen. No.
Line, lads.
Keeper!
Go on the keeper! Well in, well done.
Good.
Riverside are still piling on the pressure, but we're doing the basics and trying to keep control of the game.
Decide, no bounce!
Go forward. Right, Russian, get me
Second.
Second! Lads, we're watching them win that one! Yes, Tom.
Deal with that properly.
Before I explain what happened, can I just say how nice it is to have a friend like Rick, who shows just how much he cares that I'm down injured. Cheers, mate. They say bad things happen in threes. And here's my third and worst injury of the game. As I save the first shot, I see it bounce towards the feet of their striker, so of course I do the thing that any sane person would do and dive headfirst at it in order to stop the second shot. As I get my hand on the ball, their player follows up at the same time, and unfortunately for me, my hand ends up on the receiving end of his foot. Now, it wasn't the player's fault, as he was just going for the ball. It was a 50-50 in there to be won. It's just one of those risks that comes with playing in goal, where you have to throw yourself at people's feet. Now, I instantly knew that something was wrong, and as I'm editing this 6 days after it happened, and I can tell you that something was indeed wrong. I'm currently sat nursing 2 broken fingers, a very sore wrist. My whole hand is a mix of black, blue and yellow from the bruising, and my fiancée keeps calling me King Charles because of my sausage fingers. I'm surrounded by such sympathetic people, as you can see by my teammates as well. I think what's most annoying is the fact that there's only about 30 seconds left of the game, and now I'm at risk of missing the cup final in a couple of weeks. But fingers crossed, not that I can actually cross mine at the moment, I'll hopefully be in a good enough state to play. But going back to the game, we were lucky that James was at the game today and could come on and see the game out for us.
Get out of there!
You're all right, you're gone.
Okay. James, because you took the No bounce, no bounce.
Second.
No bounce.
Orange forward. Orange forward. Step, step, step.
You've got to step. If you're going to say step, you've got to step. Take a breathe, that's out, James. He's got this one. Corner.
This has to have been the longest 30 seconds of my life, because 3 minutes after going off injured, this happens.
I've got 2.
I know.
Dave knocks a great ball into the box that is brought down by Jord, who turns and gets a shot away. The keeper saves it, but Jake's there to follow up and make it 5-2.
James, go make it. James. Yes, James.
And there we go. The final whistle blows and we get the win and those all-important 3 points. A tougher game than the result might suggest, but it's a result that we can be happy with nonetheless. Now, we will be playing these guys again on the Wednesday following this game, but I'll update you all on how that game finished in the next video. Spoiler alert, I didn't play in it, so there's no video of it, meaning the next video you'll see from me should be the cup final. The only question is now, will the POV be from the goal or the sideline? Let's hope it's the first one. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate the support I've been getting on these videos so far, and I'm really enjoying putting these together. Now, we only have a few games left of the season, but I do have some video ideas planned for the summer, so if there are any video ideas or challenges that you'd like to see myself and some of the lads do, then drop it in the comments below and we'll try and make that happen. But for now, if you enjoyed the video, then hit the like button. If you want to hang around, then hit the subscribe button. Let's get some get well soons for myself and Michael in the comments, and I'll catch you all later. Unbeaten continues, but at what cost?